Pratik Goyal. Today we will be discussing about the Leetcode weekly contest for 29. So let's discuss the first problem. So in the first problem, the name is a minimum number of operation to make elements in the array distinct. Okay, so we have given an array nums, and you need to ensure that the element in the array are distinct. To achieve this, you can perform the following operation any number of times. So we are having an operation. In that operation, what we can do is we can remove 3 elements from the beginning of the array, and if the array has fewer than 3 elements, then we have to remove all the remaining elements. So for that, what we can do is we can just check the duplicates elements. After that, what we can do is we are just reversing the nums. Okay, and after that, we will be, if the length of nums is greater than 3, we are just popping the element and removing the frequencies. And if we are having an element lesser than 3, then we are just making the newer frequency and checking the duplicate again, and we will do this operation until we find only the distinct elements. After that, we can just run the operations. That is kind of a beautiful solution. We just have to do what the question says. Okay, let's move to the second question. The second question is maximum number of distinct elements after operation. So in that, what we have given is we have given an integer array nums and an integer k, and we have allowed to perform the following operation on each element of the array at most once, and an integer in the range minus k to plus k to the element, and return the maximum possible number of distinct element in nums after performing the operations. So let's suppose we have given this array, and we have given k as 2. So what we can do is we can add any any integer from the range minus 2 to plus 2 in that nums array, and after that we have to return the distinct elements. So what we can do is in the 1 we can add minus 2, so it will make minus 1. In that 2 we will be adding minus 2, that will make 0. In that 2 we will be adding minus 1, which will make it 1, and in this 3 we will be making minus 1, then it will become 2. In this 3 we are not adding anything, we are just adding 0, that will become 3, and in 4 as well we are not adding anything. After that, if you check the distinct number counts, then we are having a 4, we are having a 6 distinct numbers. So how we can approach that? So let's suppose what we can do is if we are at we can first store the array. Okay, after that the minimum element will be at the first. Okay, so what could be the minimum element? The minimum element could be nums of 0 minus k. That could be the minimum element which we can achieve. Okay, so here 1 minus 2 equals to minus 1, that could be the minimum element, and here 4 minus 1, which is 3 could be the minimum element. Okay, after minus 1, what could be the next number? The next number could be 0. Okay, so that's the idea. After doing any operation, we will be calculating the next number. Okay, so here what we have done is first we have taken the count, that will be the operations. After that, we have taken the next number that we have defined with the minus infinity. After that, we are just sorting the array. After that, we will be just checking the next element and num minus k. Okay, so here it could be minus infinity, and for the first example we can say 1 minus 2, which will be minus 1. So the next number is minus 1. Okay, after that we are just checking it, the number which we got is in the range or not. Okay, if it is the range, if it is the lesser than or equals to num plus k, then we are just increasing the count and we are getting our next number. If we are minus 1, so next number will be 0. If we are at 0, the next number will be 1. So the next number will be the new number plus 1. That's it for this question. So now we will be moving to the next question, which is a small substring with identical character 1. So both the third and fourth problem are similar. We are just having a difference in the constraint. In the third problem, we have given the length of the string is lesser than or equals to 10 to the power 3. But in the second question, we are having the string length as 10 to the power 5. Okay, so we will be discussing the fourth problem, like how we can solve the fourth one. If we are able to make it, then we can just paste the code in the third one and it will work. Okay, so in that what we have given is we have given a binary string. So what is a binary string? That means it contains 0 and 1s only of length n, and also we have given a num ops. That means we have a number of operations, and you are allowed to perform the following operation known as at most num ops times. So what we can do is we can select an index I and we can flip. So what does it mean flip? Like we can flip 0 to 1 and 1 to 0 and vice versa. And you need to minimize the length of the longest substring of S such that all the characters in the substring are identical, and return the minimum length after the operation. So as we discussed earlier as well, like in many questions, whenever we have to do minimum of maximum or maximum of minimum, then that question could be solved in using the binary search. So here also we will be applying the binary search on answer, and we will try to minimize the length of the longest substring of S where all the things are identical. So what does it mean identical? Identical means the same characters. So here if you see in the substring, the full string is a substring, like we are having a 6 length. But if we check for the identical substring, so this is the identical substring which is of length 5. Okay. So in this question, what we have done is we have applied the simple binary search template, like low equals to 1 to I equals to n, and that is the simple template. After that, in this function, what we have done is we are just counting the identical length. That means like for the first example, we are got an identical length as 5. Okay, so let's suppose we are having identical length as 5. Okay, so and we have given our mid as 2. Okay, so how many operations do we need to make 5 to 2? Okay, because the length 5 is greater than 2, we have to split or add some operation in the identical substring so that the maximum length could be 2. So how we can do that? So 5, let's suppose we are having this 5. How we can make it 2? We can flip this one. Now it will be having a 2. If we just count the length of identical substring, then it is 2. This 2 and these 2's. How we can do that? We can just do 5 divided by 2 plus 1, which is 5 by 3. Why mid plus 1? Because if we are having a mid, like we are having a 2 length, okay, if we are having a 2 length substring, identical substring, then we don't need any operation because we are having only 2. But if it is 3, then we need one operation to make it lesser than or equals to 2. So it will become 3 by 3, which for this we need one operation to make it at least like lesser than or equals to the mid. Okay, so here we are just counting, we are taking the current, we are counting the identical substring, and we are just doing the operation plus count by mid plus 1. In the end, we are just returning the operation is lesser than or equals to num operation. Okay, so this is till now it looks like it is then a kind of a medium problem, but there is a catch. Okay, there is a edge case for the nums operation 1, like not the num operation 1, for the answer as 1. Okay, so let's suppose we have given a substring like this. Okay, 1 0 1 1 0, and num operation is given as 1, and we are our current mid is 1. Okay, and if we are running our code for m equals to 1, so how it will goes, it will goes for like for 1. Okay, first it will check for 1. Okay, 1, we are having only one thing, so 1 by 2, which will be giving us 0. After that we are for 0 as well, which will be, we are having a 1 identical length, 1 by 2, which will be 0, but here it will count 2, then 2 by 2, which will be giving us 1, so our operation will become 1. After that it will be going this, it will be also 1 by 2, which will be giving us 0, so our operation will be 1 here, and it will satisfy for 1. So that means after doing only one operation, we are getting a minimum length as 1. But if you observe, like if we are just making it a 0, then our new substring will look like 1 0 1 0 0. The length is 2, which is this one, so that is not satisfying the thing. So what we have to do is we will be calculating it. So what we can do is we can calculate it separately. So here for that what we have done is we have taken count for 1, we are just checking the counts, what like how many operation do we need. After that we are just checking that n minus count for 1 or count for 1 is as the nums of operation, then we are just running 1, and after that our low will be starting with the 1. That means the minimum substring length could go to 2. Okay, so that's it for this problem. It is a bit confusing because of this part. Just for this edge case it becomes a hard problem. That's it for this contest. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.